Assemblyman Oaks.
Yes, thank you very much. A few questions off the rebates and the checks, which have been obviously a main focus, and I share a lot of the concerns that have been shared today as well. But in the proposal in the budget, the financial data match system is being changed by Tax and Finance, where they would no longer have to file a warrant to receive information about a tax debtor from a financial institution. So just wondering why we're doing this, and are there going to be measures that would protect taxpayer privacy with that?
What we're looking to do there is to be able to get the information from the banks as to whether the individuals have accounts there prior to issuing the warrant. So it's an efficiency. It's making sure that we're efficient and looking at the information and without the additional burden on the taxpayer.
Is there concern, you know, the privacy issue, just, you know, that's opening up government being able to look, I guess, more without getting that information. Are there protection things from your perspective that we are going to be doing so that, you know, privacy will be maintained?
Well, we currently receive information from the banks for our warranted debt, and this would just open it up so that we would receive the information for debt prior to it being warranted. We have security in place. Taxpayer information is made very secure. Many of you have asked for information, and we've had to, we're very limited in what we can tell you because tax secrecy is critical.
Thank you. With the public safety communication surcharge, I know there's a proposal to extend that fee that we do now to prepaid phones. And I know some of that money is supposed to go to local governments and whatever. I'm just wondering if the amounts, if we're going to collect that, if those amounts are going to be reallocated to the counties to reflect, you know, that new revenue that we're going to be taking in.
The revenue will increase. As you know, we currently collect that for, you know, for landlines and for the monthly pay, you know, if you have a subscription for a cell phone. This is just for the prepaid and really just to balance it, and the distribution will be the same.
And so our counties, if this passes and we make this change, our counties can anticipate some increased revenue from those.
If they currently receive it, then they should have increased. Yeah.
Last week during the local governments hearing, NICOM discussed some that the ESCOs, the energy service companies, were not collecting or not paying, I should say, the gross receipts tax. And I know that your department had put out an advisory an advisory opinion saying that they should be paying that. Has the department done anything to enforce that or to help that happen? I know there was concern that those resources were not being collected that would ultimately end up with those local governments.
I don't have the specifics on that. I'd have to look into it. But generally speaking, if we do an advisory opinion and it's deemed to be taxable, it's something that our audit division looks at, and we take a look at the people that are filing the tax to determine if they're filing accurately.
Perhaps that ought to be something that we negotiate as a part of this budget, maybe with a change to clarify that. There is in the budget, there are a few enforcement initiatives that have been proposed. They're projected to, I think, bring in $12 million. Are these the result of fraud cases or a few specific cases that we see out there, or just focused at, you know, a revenue increase or for the state?
No, it's really to collect the revenue as intended by the law, and we find that sometimes our ability to enforce has some loopholes associated with it or has some gaps for our enforcement. And so these are to close those so we can really modernize and collect the tax that was due when the law was passed and the intention of the law.
Thank you.